across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. About ready to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Welcome, everybody, to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. That's all the way home for a Bronco score.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019. And then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. This is going to be Shepard on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones.
He's got Slayton on the slant.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when they told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. In this one, he got away without getting burned.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. These two teams all tied after one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first down, it's Gordon, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, they headlined the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it,
and all the way in, touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 71 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Roethlisberger on first down.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7 yards, the pickup there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Roethlisberger.
That's going to be caught by Jeudy.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Roethlisberger will throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 17-14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw again on second down. Jones going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. second half begins with a run from Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones on 3rd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, 53 yards. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger body wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. McManus's point after is good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come.
They're going for Hamlin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Oh, some strong running. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain?
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, Gordon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And running with power here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Jones. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Powers through him. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now Gordon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Pass complete, Galladay. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jones. Connects with Slayton. Pushing his way through. And he'll be out right at the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. To throw is Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll look to throw again. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Denver, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he will have a Giants first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that,
that's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 58 yards, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on second down, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right?
And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Giants nothing. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And the pass is intercepted. He was